All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. It's the brother Isaiah with the Pittsburgh GMS camp, coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, all right? And I just want to do a quick lesson. It was sparked from me watching this video here with the Dallas brothers. As you see, they have visitors. I believe this brother here is in the Houston camp. This brother here is in LA. Okay, brother Mike Allah. And of course, it's that brother Yuan, who used to be here in GMS Pittsburgh. All right, so three beloved brothers. I'm familiar with this brother as well. I just forget his name. But the brother Mike Allah made a statement. Okay, and basically the statement he made was in regards to how when people come here, okay, they end up forsaking their gods. All right, and learning other ways. All right, and a good example of this, as I seen was as I was out and about doing different things. All right, and there was this individual I ended up speaking with. Okay, now she had took notice of my stones, and the stones come with a certain stigma or a certain idea of what they represent. Of people who wear the stones, they know it represents spirituality, and they have very many different schools of thought when it comes to the stones. Okay, I'll never forget one day I was walked up with my stones on, and this Indian, this East Indian guy, this Elamite, said to me, "Oh, hey, buddy, you rocking my style. This my style." I'm like, "Man, if only you knew." I'm like, "No, this is my style," because Jacob is the former of all things, and the world was created for our sake. So, but those Elamites, typically are some of the biggest sellers of these different stones. You see them a lot, especially like with lapis lazuli and such. Nevertheless, so the chick ended up speaking about spirituality and things like I was supposed to know what she was going through or something. I was the whole time I'm thinking like, look, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I believe in one God. You over here talking about some vision, whatever she was talking about, was some bullshit. But it just reminded me of how, America, Babylon the Great have corrupted these different people, and that's what they were speaking of in this lesson. All right, which they're, I think they're still alive. Okay, maybe, I'm not sure, but he was speaking about Babylon, which we spoke about this last week at camp. Okay, he's speaking about America, Babylon the Great. Okay, how the nations have been drunken with the philosophies of Babylon. Let's get it. Jeremiah 51:7 says, "Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahawah's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad." So they're angry, and they're also driven mad as far as crazy. Okay, they're driven out of their minds. All right, and you can see how America, Babylon the Great's philosophy has permeated into many different countries' philosophies and ways of life. Okay, whether it be democracy or freedom of speech or whatever the case may be, so on and so forth. All right, and particularly giving liberties to worship whatever it is that you want to worship. All right. And like I said, you could see that in the conversation that she was having with me, saying that she was torn between Buddhism and this and that and these two different things. And I'm just like, oh, good for you, but nevertheless, this shows you that. And also too, when you watch their media, okay, especially when you watch certain cartoons, let's say for anime is really big here in America, Babylon the Great. All right. The scriptures even say, "Woe unto the Babylon, what is it, Asia? Woe unto the Asia. For you are a partaker of the hope of," let's get it. "Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria." Which, okay, so that's one of them. But there's another one that says, "Thou art the partaker of the hope." Yeah. This is it. Second Ezra 15. Okay. In 46, it says, "And thou, Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon, and art the glory of her person. Woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughters in whoredom, that they might please and glory in thy lovers, which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee. Thus thou hast followed her that is hated in all her works and inventions. Therefore saith the Most High, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. All right, so Asia, has made themselves like unto America, Babylon the Great, in many, very, very many ways, and you see it poking through. All right, in their media and their anime and their so on and so forth. You see philosophies that are pushed forward. All right, that tie in with philosophies of this devil. Okay, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, which just shows you that this place, America, has to be Babylon the Great. Okay, because the kings of the earth have committed fornications with this place. All right, and are drunken with their philosophies. Revelation 17:4 says, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, which are very royal and rich colors. Okay, and decked with the gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. That's right. Okay, these nations are drunk off of the abominations of this place, man. Where you where you look across the world and you see certain places where there's a bunch of how can we say it? What word can I use? I want to say let's say there's a bunch of sweetie pies. Okay, you got a lot of sweetie pies and transformators. All right, in these different countries. Okay, and a lot of that stuff is being pushed by America, Babylon the Great, in the media. Okay, and that's one of the ways that the nations have been drawn mad. And then you also have this women empowerment thing where that gets pushed on different places, and it ain't like that in a lot of these places, and so that's pissing people off too. Habakkuk 2 and 15 says, woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. Okay, and that's what Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, has done. Okay, through his mainstream media, he's pushed it all across the world. Some of the most popular culture things or pop culture things are spread throughout the world, man. Look at Mickey D's. Look at the franchise of Mickey D's. That thing is worldwide. Okay, with some of the same products everywhere you go. Maybe made slightly different, but still, that's one of the ways that this place have made everything drunken, because he gets to push his bullshit food on the whole world. Okay, and the fact that these people even accept it shows you that they've committed fornication with this whore, which is America, Babylon the Great. Okay, and that's all the precepts I had at the time through the Spirit. And I want to see if the bros got anything left. It look like it's building up a few minutes, but yeah, and I actually had pulled out a picture. It's like a pimp cut. It's like a pimp cup. Where you pass it around, everybody's taking a sip. Well, that's the cup. It says a golden cup, which that cup wasn't golden. It was, but it had diamonds. But still, Babylon have been a golden cup in the hand of the Most High. The Most High have chosen to get these nations drunken. Okay, so they're gonna drink that same cup of destruction. All right. So with that, I'm gonna give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahawah, Shem Yahushua, Hashem Rakakadash. Honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Please bless and salutations to the hopefully elect. With that, I'm gonna say Shalom. Shalom.